Over Miami and Tennessee that Troy talked about. Here's Foles. Pulls it down and out over the middle. Finds his tight end, Jelani Woods.
He moved to tight end at Oklahoma State, then transferred over to Virginia. But, yeah, real bright spot.
Here is Foles, and there is Woods.
An opportunity, and you can tell that that's the mindset that Foles has tonight.
Good protection. Pass to Ali Cox is out of his reach. Foles, pass is caught. What's the progress? Right at the sticks. Catch made by the rookie Alex Pierce, and Alec, it looks like, is a little short. And he is.
After reviewing the play, the runner did make the line to gain. It'll be first down and 10. The ball splitting on the 38-yard line.
The position will look differently for the Colts next year. Foles fakes it to no one in particular, and now throws a pick. Intercepted by Michael Davis. And Davis with a nice return. Going to be brought down by Woods near the 42. Herbert. Pass is in the air and picked off. Intercepted by Thomas, and the rookie's got his third.
Well, Zaire Franklin, he has to get an assist on this one. Just really great underneath coverage on Keenan Allen. He's able to get his hand on the ball. Ball tips up. Thomas right there off the deflection.
The two teams trade interceptions. Still no score.
After their own offense turn the ball over and get a takeaway here, setting them up with great field position.
Quick setup. That's Pierce. That's a first down for Indy. Chargers do come with extra men on the rush. Throw to the sideline. Up for grabs. And it is intercepted, I believe. No single signal yet. Derwin James. And the catch is made. It's a pick. Most in the NFL. 2 already in the opening quarter tonight. Chargers back on offense, and Herbert is sacked by Buckner. 3rd down and 9. Herbert throws, pass is caught.
Allen comes out of this route, and he's expecting the ball to be right on him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's you got the Colts fans seeing this for the first time. That's an incompletion in my book.
The Colts and their fans know they have an owner that's willing to spend money and try and make it right. As Foles is sacked on back-to-back plays. And this time it's Kenneth Murray. This has been as pretty as a Christmas sweater. As Herbert throws and Allen makes the catch at the 45, and
this has just not been a very good Colts team, no matter how you want to look at it or how you want to couch it.
3rd down and 7, passes to Palmer, and Joshua Palmer's got a first down.
I like Josh Palmer, and it's obvious when you watch Justin Herbert, he likes him too. A lot of confidence and trust in him.
Watch out, Herbert. He is sacked.
It is challenging on a defense to continue to make plays when you're not getting more out of your own offense.
3rd down and 13 now. Pass is to Williams. Makes the catch and fights for the first down.
I mean, he's done a really good job, and kind of goes unnoticed when you have the season they've had.
Sidearm throw. Williams on the other side of the field. First down inside the 15. Hand off to Eckler down to the 5.
But a big point here in this game.
From the 1, first down and goal. Touchdown, Eckler. And the Chargers strike first tonight.
But then when you get stopped on the 10-yard line, you're like, oh, no.
Pass to Pierce. Alec. Fair to say you didn't like that when you were
I didn't like that much.
And Pittman lost his helmet, hung on to the ball.
They've been throwing the ball a lot more here in this first half.
Here's another one. Watch out. A flag on the hit by Derwin James, who just laid out Ashton Doolin.
Yeah, I think Derwin may be watching the rest of this game from the locker room.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Los Angeles, number 3. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Number 3 has been disqualified from the ball game.
Foles is going to throw it away. 8 of 9 on the year from this range.
Anytime you get the ball anywhere near Williams, he's got a great opportunity to make a play.
Herbert protected, pass caught by Allen. Here's a throw back to Herbert, looking for Allen. He's got him. And Allen tiptoeing down the sideline, out of bounds at the 23.
Well, I thought initially they were going to throw the ball to Mike Williams. They're trying to take the deep shot to the post, but they play it pretty well, the Colts do. And then they come back to Allen here underneath and just not quite able to get a hand on the ball there. Lays out. What a great throw there by Justin Herbert. So 3rd and short, 3rd and 1, and they go with the throwback to Herbert and come up with a big play.
That's the longest play of the night by either team, 25 yards. Hands off to Eckler. He's got the first down.
And Gus Bradley, as I mentioned earlier, he's not a guy who brings much pressure. Don't expect it here.
Herbert, Eckler, 3 guys to beat. Cannot.
Side of the bracket.
Little chip shot for Cameron Dicker, the rookie.
You know, not bad against a group that can definitely get after the quarterback with their 4-man rushes, but expecting a little bit more out of this offense for sure. 2nd
down and 9, and there's a completion to Allen.
And the sack that he took on 1st down was another one of those shots they wanted to take downfield.
Here's a pick. Intercepted by the Chargers and Samuel. And Asante Samuel ducks out of bounds with another takeaway for this Charger defense.
In the ball game.
That's without their best player, Shaquille Leonard, the 3-time All-Pro. Here's Herbert. Has to come underneath again, and the play is made as Kelly is short of the first down.
A 7-point lead now. You get a chance to extend it to 2 possessions.
So they go for it and complete to Allen. Herbert had to pull it down. This one out of the back of the end zone. Well played by the Indy defense.
I just think the price went up exponentially for Sean Payton. I mean, he's the guy in the driver's seat. You can't take a chance on anybody.
Here's Moss with a nice first down carry out across the 40.
Well, I think things got real interesting in Philadelphia for Nick Sirianni as far as how's he going to handle Jalen Hurts and is he going to play?
Here is a sack by Khalil Mack. That'll be the 4th of the night for this Charger defense on 3rd down. And Khalil Mack.
Those were big wins to position themselves with a win tonight to get into the postseason. You know, can they handle that?
3rd down and 3. Herbert wrapped up in the backfield, balls out. And it belongs to Indianapolis. Could he pay?
Trying to protect things and not have bad plays and stay ahead of the chains, it's almost impossible.
Foles drops it off, and the pass is caught by Pittman to go for it on a 4th down and less than 1, and it's Foles. And it did not look like he got it. Well, we obviously went to break, and Clay Martin good protection, wide open is Williams. Breaking tackles, and big Mike Williams spins down near the 46. You're going to have to get better at running the football, you would have to think. You're going to have success in the postseason. Here's one caught by Williams, who's got another Charger first down.
Got to make something happen here and just not give up anything.
First down, they stay on the ground. Eckler.
I'm a big fan of Jim Harbaugh, so
Eckler takes it down inside the 5. And they're going to mark him just short of the end zone. Chargers hurry it up. Hand off, and now he gets it here. Eckler, touchdown, Los Angeles. Second touchdown of the night and 16th of the season for Austin Eckler. He was also surprised tonight with Super Bowl tickets as Foles stays in and completes to Moss, and I'm wondering why at this point.
Tough outing, 9 sacks in that game, and then Jim Irsay cleaned house, and he hasn't gotten an opportunity since.
Here's Paris Campbell.
Got them the #1 pick, and then they drafted Andrew Luck, but this is kind of new territory for him.
Foles can't find anywhere to go with the ball, and he's sacked again. Kyle Van Noy, and was not alone. 3rd down and 15 as a result. This one is to Jelani Woods. Foles throws, and the pass is incomplete. Chargers have run the ball 8 consecutive times. Not here. Herbert. Allen wrapped up immediately and dropped to bring up 4th down.
Against the Colts and the struggles that they have, Khalil Mack in particular, he had the sack like you talked about, and the defense has shut him down.
Here's a completion underneath.
To get your first playoff berth and get a chance to go experience playoff football. That's going to be a great experience for him and this team.
Pass complete to Pittman. 1st down, Indianapolis, and Jackson stays in to the right of Foles. Foles is bottled up, and that will be another sack. They did not allow 6 sacks in any of Jeff Saturday's 188 starts as an Indianapolis Colt, and let's make it 7, and Rumpf gets another. Underneath, this is Jackson. And Deion Jackson gets to the 45. That's it. First string offense until this week. Here he is on 4th down. Pittman is not going to get it. That'll do it. Chargers win it, and they are in the postseason for the first time since 2018, and the first time in the young career of Justin Herbert.